huge groups are coming in because they know that they're going to be let go.
They're coming by the thousands, a surge of migrants streaming across the border, many of them children. The hardline stance of President Trump has now been replaced by the promises of President Biden. But tonight, the crisis remains. But first, subject right now, immigration. We have a flood of migrants coming into this country right now along the Mexican-U.S. border, many of them children. But how do we solve the problem? We had Donald Trump with his hardline stance, but he's gone. Now we've got Joe Biden making promises saying, don't come now, but maybe come later. Does that solve the problem, or does that make it worse? With us right now, Samantha Magdaleno of One Michigan and Immigrant Rights, Jose Aliaga, Independence Township trustee and a native of Peru, Elena Haranda, community activist and multi-generational Detroiter, and of course, Andrew Rocky Wichkowski, chairman of the Oakland County Republican Party, and as always, anchor attorney Charlie Langton. Jose, you came to this country more than 20 years ago. You got in. Now do you want to close the door to anybody else?
No, Charlie. Excuse me, Hugh. I believe in legal immigration. I don't believe in illegal immigration. And you know, if someone shows up to your house and they want them to knock on the front door so you know who they are, or you just let a stranger come through the back door and just jump over at the fence, you may not know anything about them or what they are capable of, you know. And earlier, I want to talk about my father very quick. My father came legally, he did all the processes. He have his green card. He went to Peru, and because the global pandemic, he's stuck in Peru, he couldn't come back, and his green card was taken away because he stayed, they say, too long. So he's going to be reapplying basically for the green card, doing all these processes. And it was a lot to go. He had to check his background. He already done all this, but he has to do it again. And by doing this, he actually risks himself even to COVID, but he wants to do it in the right way. But when the Biden administration is signing these executive orders, bringing people that we don't know who they are and bringing all these people is bringing more problems to America. And currently the immigration department don't have enough staffers to deal with so many of these people. Currently they don't have enough people working. Now with all these people that we're gonna bring in, we don't have enough resources for them. And I think the current resources have to go to the American people. We have a lot of veterans that are suffering a lot. They don't have shelters. They need health care as well. And what we're doing here is try to actually doing it in the wrong way. I think the right way is everybody have to knock the door, and we need to know before they come in who they are.
I definitely agree, Jose. We definitely need to make sure that these families get paroled to their families so they're not a strain on our community and our system. So when they come into this country, because asylum is legal, so that's a legal way. You can come here and legally ask for asylum. So once they get here, we don't need to put them in private detention centers. We don't need to drain our American dollars, but we need to parole them outside so that they can fight their cases, they can get their own money, and they're not a strain on us. I definitely.
Yeah, but that is the most.
Elaine, let me bring you in here, because here's the problem. You know, Joe Biden is trying to address this problem in a humane way, but he's still saying, don't come now, but come later. Isn't that sending a mixed message? And can we keep allowing so many people into this country?
I think to step back a little bit and look at why people are coming, for one thing. And if Biden is trying to undo the incredible damage of the cruel policies of the Trump administration, it's incredible what has happened with children in detention, children being separated from their families, and then being called unaccompanied minors when they're infants. They're infants, and they're being called unaccompanied minors. And Mr. Jose Aliaga, sin vergüenza, saying that people should come the right way when you had a chance to come the way that you did, and thousands of people did not have that same opportunity, and you know it. You know it. You know that somebody 20 years and 30 years ago had a very different reality than the people post-NAFTA, post-North American Free Trade Agreement. So I want to just say, be very, very careful when you say that people should be right or do the right thing when they had nothing to do with the policies that were created that caused people to be squeezed out of their own economies. First of all, you have to look at historically. Okay. Don't interrupt me. Historically, you have to look at how it is that people came.
Yeah,
to just criminalize people, to just criminalize people and say
Nobody's
that they should
criminalizing
come that
anyone.
way.
Nobody's criminalizing anyone else.
Elena, let Rocky respond. Go ahead, Rocky.
Let me tell you one very important thing, Elena, also, by the way. My parents were legal immigrants, and they came to
Oh,
this
good for
country
them. I
the
wonder if
legal
they
way.
had the same
They came here.
opportunity.
Elena, don't interrupt me now, okay, please? Because what you and Samantha are saying are a bunch of garbage. Let me share something with you. Samantha, if they want to seek asylum, absolutely they should seek asylum, but they should do it the way that Donald Trump told them. Stay in your country, apply for the asylum, and see how it works out. And most of these cases are not asylum cases.
That's why he's
They're
not.
Hold on one second, Samantha. Let me finish. Samantha, don't talk over me.
Wait.
For a second.
Let Rocky, come on, everybody gets a turn. Rocky, go ahead, finish your point.
Most importantly, these individuals are not seeking asylum. They are told by organizations like yours to seek asylum because that's a way to get released into this country. That's not true. Let me finish, Samantha. Hold on one second. I didn't interrupt you. Let me share one important thing with you, some facts. Most of these people are coming here because of economic opportunity, and they're leaving their country. And Elena, when you say these free trade agreements have brought more jobs and more money into Mexico and South America. Lastly, having an open border allows for people like from Yemen to come through, from Iran, and people that are on the no-fly list. You can shake your head all you want, but that's the truth. We are a country with laws and
Where's your facts for this? Where's your truth for this?
The
That's
truth
what I'm like. Is this too
What
much?
if they are from Yemen?
Look at the
What if they
CDC.
are from Yemen?
Look at the-
If they're automatically